There's something that I think we all need to discuss, and in business, I think as business owners, we all have stories for why things are working, and we all have stories for why things aren't working. And ultimately, the biggest challenge I find is the stories in general. The stories in general. Let me give you some context. Whenever we talk to someone about business growth, they always come from a perspective of a want. There's always a desire, right? They want this thing, they want they want something better than what they have now. They want more money, they want more time, they want more freedom. And what I see is that when people come to a point where they have to make a decision, a decisioning point, which is the most powerful place we can arrive at in any stage of our life when it comes to anything, a decisioning point. We can either do two things. We can either make the decision to go forward now, or we can either make the decision to go forward later. Now, both come with a story as to why we've made that decision, because I feel like we need to justify our emotional decisions with a rational decision, right? That's just how the brain works. So if we say yes, there's obviously a benefit that is far greater than not taking the action. That we can see tangible value as to why we should buy into something based on who we are now, what we are now, who we are showing up to be right now, and the opportunity that exists ahead. So we make a rational decision. Well, that seems like a logical decision, I'm gonna do that. And they obviously scale. There's different levels of decisions. The biggest challenge though is the decisions that we say we don't wanna make now. The opportunity cost often is so high for people, right? To stay where you are, to stay where we are is so, in a lot of cases, powerless. And we often use these stories. We go back to the stories. We often use these stories as to why we don't want to move forward. And these stories are often to do with the past. I've been burnt in the past. I made a decision that wasn't right in the past. I made a mistake in the past. I lost money in the past. I lost time in the past. So they're really based on deficiencies. Deficiencies of the past bring us to a point in the present that we don't make decisions to make a better future. Now that equation doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Now I understand that we've all been burnt. And I think we always say in the Influencer Project that you either win or you learn, right? Sometimes it's the losses that actually help accelerate our future, accelerate the success that's in the future. But ultimately the most powerful place we can ever arrive to is a decision. And it's a decision to say yes or a decision to say no. And stories are a big part of that decision. And I think it's the stories that we create that actually determine how far or fast we want to move forward. And there's a great book called The Power to Be Disliked. I would encourage you to read it if you're listening to this right now. The Courage to Be Disliked. And basically, without spoiling the story for you, the past has no bearing on the future. None. In fact, the past, good or bad or indifferent, has made us who we are today. Right now, you watching this video are a culmination of everything that you've done or haven't done to get to this point. Successful, unsuccessful, no matter what you think, you are who you are right now in the perfect time right now to be taking action that's going to inform your future. So the past is actually irrelevant. It plays absolutely no role. As soon as we link the past to a present decision, we actually put a ball around our ankle and we want to move fast, but we want to add weight. Porsche had a great ad and it said, for speed, just add lightness. And sometimes in business, when it comes to making decisions, fast decisions, the right decision is only to make a decision and to actually let go of the stories so we can move forward fast. For speed, just add lightness. For success, let's just make decisions and understand that stories are just a justification, an excuse, a way that we justify who we are and who we need to be to move forward. But what I have you consider is that right now, the opportunity ahead is to make decisions based on the future we want to create, not the past that we don't want to recreate. That makes sense? Anyway, Rana from the Influencer Project. If you'd like some more information on how we play inside of the Influencer Project for LinkedIn business coaches and consultants, then click the influencerproject.com/book and we'll get a copy of that over to you right away. Alrighty, thanks guys, chat soon.